Hey guys, Jesse here from the Subi Sanctuary, and in this vid we have a super cool project we're about to get into. So this is ABW's carbon fiber P25 body kit, and we've got this on a relatively clean coupe. But before we get into the project, with this particular one, the owner wanted us to strip the underside of the car and do it in a nice bed liner, and we thought to make it easy on ourselves, we would do this rather than over our head, on the side. So here in this big spooky crate, we've got something really cool that's gonna make this much easier for us. So from here, Marcelo's gonna take it with the release of the crate and the contents inside.
It said, do not open. It was from a company named AI Megacorp. All right, guys. So as we open this chest, find a mummified Dylan AI corpse. Now that we've opened this chest, as you can see, we have a brand new car rotisserie. As you guys can tell, we have to assemble it still, but this is gonna help not only us with this current project, but it's gonna help us down the line when we do other projects. This is a sweet addition to the shop. It's gonna help us out a lot. Let's lay out all the pieces on the ground and show you what we got. Keep running, keep running. So now we have the contents out of the box, and we can see there's quite a bit of pieces for this. We have a manual here. It just shows a few pictures and some few words saying like connect this to this, and that's it. It's okay. Stage 3, eh? Cause I told you. To get semen in your eye, it burns. You just asked me, I told you. Yeah. Always gotta be ready, you know?
Steph's doing a diamond detail stage 3 right now.
Maybe I should send you flowers.
What's up, guys? Good boy. We need to keep this to do a separate vid with this thing.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. So now that we have the rotisserie completely assembled, we are now gonna start trying to mock it up on our P25 kit behind us. Where do you want me to put the kit? Maybe. We had to quickly figure something out because the rotisserie forks that go into the car do not fit on our GC. To go over to Indigidave's shop when he wasn't there, and I had to cut his hoist arm off of his hoist. This is the perfect piece we need to get the rotisserie to work. Also, we went to the dome that they're building and we stole a piece of their dome, as you can see, because this is gonna be the piece we're gonna use for the front of the rotisserie. We need to get this done and cut up as soon as we can. We can't have them see what we're doing.
So actually at this point here, we had lost some of our footage, so forgive me there. We have made these adapter plates to actually fit the GC onto this rotisserie. And then here you can see Ryan taking the original caster wheels off, and we actually end up welding on some off-road wheels. The original caster wheels are great for smooth concrete, but because we needed to blast this car ideally outside, we wanted some off-road wheels so that we could easily take the chassis on the rotisserie across the gravel outside, and then also in the end to be able to wheel it up into the paint booth for epoxy. So now what the boys are doing here is stripping the rest of the subframes from the car so that we're able to actually set this up on the rotisserie. go with our first setup with the car on the rotisserie. Now you can get a good look at our off-road wheels there. We actually welded these right to the rotisserie. They definitely up the versatility in this rig. And now we're about to gear up for our first flip with the chassis on the rotisserie. Everything went well in that aspect. This is adjustable up and down. Not that I'm trying to promote this rotisserie. It was just one we picked because it was a reasonable deal, and it actually did work really good, and I am really happy with it. And now here we are with the car all stripped down, about to bring it outside for our friend Anthony from Pronto Blast to give it a nice good sandblast.
Yeah, you can go right back there. I don't want to.
Now at this point you may be curious as to why we are blasting this whole chassis versus going at it with wire wheels, flap discs, or other methods like that. Is the efficiency of putting a car on a rotisserie and sandblasting the entire chassis versus doing it over your head or inside the car using hand tools. This took a total of 6 hours to do every square inch of this car inside and out. If we were to do this on the floor or on our hoists or whatever, it would take weeks. If we were the Rumble Garage guy, it would take probably 2 years. And that is something I don't want to relay onto our customers here. We want these to turn out good, and we want to spend our time on them efficiently, and this is definitely the best approach for doing that. And then just like that, the same day, here we go back into the booth. Here we are with the car in the booth now, and our first move is going to be sealing up this bare metal before we begin any actual work. And to seal up the bare metal, we are using PPG's CRE epoxy primer. This stuff is really, really, really good. Gonna get that on every square inch of the car, and then we can actually begin to get into some of the body work. Then back again, this is just the next morning, and we have now wheeled the chassis back out. We were using a gray epoxy primer. Gray is typically not my color of preference, but this is fine because this is only a preventative on the bare metal, because now we're actually going to begin to chop this up significantly. The actual plan with this car is quite exciting. We have ABW's carbon fiber P25 body kit to put on this car. So at this point, I'm going to ask you guys to like and subscribe and make sure you follow along to watch this build series.
I don't know if Ryan or Nick wants to do it, but we have green spray paint, so we're spray paint one of them green, put them in the box.
As a zombie,
as an Oompa Loompa.
Yeah. That would be sick.